It's no newsflash that younger Americans today generally tend to be less patriotic than previous generations. But the patriotism gap is growing rapidly. A new poll by Gallup has found Americans' level of patriotism has dropped to an all-time low. Ben Shapiro asks if we're seeing the end of patriotism. He opens a recent column with this observation: America has a major problem. Nearly half of Americans, 42%, don't believe in America. Gary Bauer, who served in the Reagan administration, comments, the left is all in on LGBTQ pride, but when it comes to pride in America, not so much. The American pride gap between the greatest generation and Gen Z is 53 points. How do we account for this drop in patriotism, say from 40 years ago? Well, we do know there has been an onslaught of hate America first teaching in the schools. For example, the 1619 Project, which has support from the New York Times, actually postulates that America's real beginning was not in 1776 when we declared independence as a nation, but in 1619 when a handful of Africans were imported into Jamestown, thus introducing slavery into America. Many reputable historians disavow the 1619 Project as promoting false history. Meanwhile, there's been an onslaught of teaching against the founding fathers of America, but they were very gifted men for the most part, and they knew the Bible and they knew history. If Americans are increasingly ashamed to be American, why is it that would-be immigrants literally risk their lives to try and get here? Why do people vote with their feet to try to come to this country? What makes the U.S. so special? The answer has to do with one simple fact. The founders recognized that our rights come from God, period. That's what our national birth certificate, the Declaration of Independence, says. When rights come from the Creator, woe to that government which tries to trample on those rights. For Providence Forum, a division of Coral Ridge Ministries, I'm Dr. Jerry Newcombe.